Oh my god. Oh, okay. Okay, everyone. So we're going to be doing a kind of a coaching on my friend Chris. This is the first time I'm going to be looking at his plank. So we're going to see a bunch of different ways that we can cue him and get him set up to do a plank that is correct. So without further ado, let's change this. This is Chris, and let's start on our. We're going to lay on the table. On your belly. On your belly, yep. Okay. And we're gonna go on. Actually, you're a tall dude here, but let's go.
I am tall.
You are a tall guy, but let's go on our knees and our elbows.
Just like that?
Yeah, kind of slide your knees back a little bit more. Okay, just like that. So the big thing that we're gonna look here is kind of a like a flat spine. Going from the head, the upper back, and the butt, and then separation of the shoulder blades. So right now his butt is a little bit low. So Chris, let's try to bring your butt up a little bit more. And keep going. Right, so I'm just gonna put my hand right underneath him there to get him to kind of brace, kind of pull those ribs up to the ceiling a little bit more, or to his spine a little more. Now you can see he's kind of much flatter. So another thing that we can do here is if we're looking for a flat back, I can put this roller on him. See if I can get a good angle. Don't move, Chris. Don't move. Tuck your chin a little more. Chin down, yeah. Okay, hold it right there. So if I put a roller on him here, and too bad this doesn't zoom out a little more, but this is looking like, let's see if it stays. Damn it. No. But if we put that roller right across his back there, we'll see his head, his middle back, and his butt kind of touching that roller, and that'll represent a neutral spine. So let me move that real quick here. This is pretty easy here on his knees. Let's see if we can go on the toes. So we got plenty of room here. You can kind of slide up a bit, perfect. So let's see if we can keep this neutral spine now as we're in a harder position. How you feeling there, Chris? You know. Now, if you can look here, you can see kind of his shoulder blades are kind of bulging.
Yeah, kind of like.
Huh?
Kind of feel that in the shoulder. It's comfort.
All right, relax for a second here, because my signal's weak now.
Did it drop?
No. I think so. It just says you're weak.
So you're weak, Gabe.
So go back down the position.
Lift, Gabe?
All day. So if it's hurting your shoulder, then obviously we're not ready for this position. But the big thing we want to make sure is that we can separate those shoulder blades so we're not hanging on our shoulders or putting so much weight on the shoulders. So if I said pinch your shoulder blades together, could you do that? Good. And now separate your shoulder blades as much as you can, like you're trying to touch that ceiling. How does that feel for you?
Better.
Better?
Yeah.
Good. So pinch them again and separate. So now we're actually kind of doing like a plank scat push-up here, just to kind of set those shoulder blades so we can kind of teach ourselves to not just hang and put a lot of weight on them. Okay. So that every time that we can do that, we can also synchronize our breathing. So every time we separate the shoulder blades, I want you to give me a big exhale and then kind of pull those ribs in. So do that again, kind of pinch the shoulder blades. You're going to breathe in, breathe out, separate, pull those ribs in. Again. And one more time. Hard pinch, big separate, and good. So you actually learned that pretty quickly, so that was good. But those are the big things, especially that you can start practicing now when you're trying to learn how to brace your stomach up, is pull those ribs in, right? We kind of did that from the very beginning, how your butt was sinking. Yeah. So we kind of shifted you up a little bit. And then when you go to that full plank, you have the tendency to kind of put all your weight forward. Yeah. So pinch those shoulder blades and separate them so you can start teaching your body how to kind of engage the stomach much better.
Yeah.
All right?
So how can I, if I'm doing it on my own, how can I know when my back is too low? So obviously I have you here, tell me right now.
Right. One of the ways is kind of just to go straight up into that full plank position and just go for that pinch and go for that separation. because that's like automatically getting you. Yeah. So once you get for that hard exhale, and then you get that hard separation of the shoulder blades, you are automatically going into that position. So you can hard exhale, you can hold that, tuck your chin a little, yeah, perfect, and then boom, you already have the neutral spine right there.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So just once you get into that position, then you just want to try to exaggerate it, right? You want to keep the shoulder blades separated, you want to keep that pinch in, right? You just don't want to hang there, right? So you can either hold that position and just hold it for like a static hold, right? For like, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, or you can do reps, right? So you can just go in and out, pinch the shoulder blades, separate, hold for a second, pinch shoulder blades, separate, and you can go through that. So they're both good. They're both teaching you how to brace that stomach, and I would just kind of alternate between both of those.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's Chris, and that is some of the common ways to cue a plank.